So yeah, I dipped and now I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Elma. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I missed you guys. Did you miss me? Listen, it was hot this summer and it's no fun filming under the hot light, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna peace out, and here I am. It's September, yay! Plus I'm turning 30 at the end of the month on the 30th of September and I'm excited. I am so ready. Anyway, Dermablend, they sent me a whole bunch of, base products, and I was like, you know what, let me do a video. This, by the way, is not sponsored by them. They did just send me the stuff for free and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Initially they hit me up for some body makeup and I was like, you know what, like, it's really nice of you, but like, I'm inked all over, and nothing against body makeup, but like, I feel like I've come to a place in my life where I accept myself as I am, and although my feet is looking all hazy and everything, I'm pretty much HD, scars, all those things, so I let it show. It is what it is, it's there. Anyways, I was like, no, but if you want to send me over base product makeup stuff, that'll be more in my speed, and they did, and it was really sweet. So let's get into this.
I gotta tell you something I could do.
First off, we're talking about the Flawless Creator Lightweight Foundation, Instant Full Coverage Liquid Foundation. So this is kind of in a pipette form, concentrated pigments. I do know about this product actually because of my friend Alexa Likes here on YouTube. I want to say about a year and a half ago, she actually did a review on this foundation, and it actually really helped me because when I went in to use this, I knew not to use a ton, because truly when they say 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, and it's like you get more and more coverage, they really aren't kidding. So this foundation actually comes in 22 shades. This comes in a glass bottle, which I find great because of sustainability. However, not the best for being out and about. And it says, meet our best lightweight instant coverage foundation, Flawless Creator. These zero weight full coverage multi-use liquid foundation drops are formulated with high performance pigments in a weightless suspension. The water-free and oil-free formula was developed with only 10 ingredients to be suitable for all skin types. The lightweight foundation feels like skin and lasts up to 16 hours. I have tried it before coming into doing this for you guys, and indeed it is a long-lasting foundation. I would say especially for when it's a bit hotter, it's really great because it really does stay on. I didn't put it on for 16 hours, but I had it on most of the day, and although I was sweating and wearing the mask and all that, it did stay on really nicely. I would say, however, now that the weather is cooler, my dry skin doesn't enjoy it as much, in the sense that I feel like I really do need to hydrate a lot, thick creams, all that good stuff prior to applying this, because it does pull a little bit. So as you see, when I'm applying it on my skin, I did just use, well, for half of my face I used like a full pipette, and I just ended up dotting it on my face and then blending it out at first with my brush. Between brush and beauty blender, I did not really see a difference. Obviously the beauty blender will absorb more product, so I do find that I ended up using maybe a smidge more product than I did on the side that I used the brush, but apart from that, there wasn't really a difference in application. However, the side that I did use the sponge on does feel more comfortable on my face than the one where I used the brush, probably because, there's that added moisture added. My skin enjoys it more. So if you do have like oily skin or combo or just normal skin, I think you will thoroughly enjoy this foundation. However, if you do have dry skin, I would recommend that you go in with a hydrating primer. The primer I used was the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. It's one of my favorites. I did not feel that was enough. I should have gone in an extra layer with my hydration. So that's that. This foundation retails for $40 and my shade is 43W. So this shade I think will be perfect for me during the winter time. Even though I did not tan that much this summer, you can still kind of like see a difference. Even though I apply like a shit ton of bronzer on my face, this is most definitely my winter shade. So I basically ended up choosing my winter shade. So if your foundation shade is, say, Fenty 300 or Fenty 310, Nars Syracuse, if that's your foundation shade, this 43 40W is really nice. Also, and one thing I really like about this is even though there are only 22 shades, because it's a buildable, really buildable foundation, I do see how they get away with it because it's more of like a pigment foundation than like a full-fledged foundation, I would say. But have no doubts that this is like full beat material. You're gonna look good for hours, which I think is really amazing. What I like about it is that it does come in warm, neutral, and cool. So like if you know your undertones, those are like really helpful thing to know. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the concealer that is called the Coverage Care Full Coverage Concealer. This comes in 16 shades and it retails for $28. So it says, our best concealer for under eyes. This full coverage concealer provides 24-hour long-lasting wear and care for dry skin under eye with 24-hour hydration. The creamy lightweight formula effectively covers dark circle, waterproof, transfer resistant. Anyway, 100% vegan friendly. Cool. Okay, I'm sorry, but like when Dermablend claims to be hydrating as a dry skin babe, I do not think they have dry skin people's best interest in mind. I think that Dermablend is a brand for people who have oily skin and who need that full coverageness, sort of like low-key matteness. Not necessarily full coverageness, but definitely like matteness. Like, I know they keep on saying like hydrating, but bruv, it's not hydrating. I'm sorry, it does not feel hydrating. So my thing is like, if you have oily skin, this is gonna be perfect for you. So I take the whole hydrating thing with a pinch of salt. My shade is 40W, so this combination of 43W and 40W is perfect. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know that I've been making low-key mistakes in my concealer choosing, because my thing is I really do like the bright eye under eye concealer, but I also sometimes like my concealer to be a little bit lighter but still very close to my foundation shade, and this combo is definitely more on the bright eye and then, you know, your foundation. So great if you're into that. You might want to dip, or I don't have a 42W. Interesting. So it basically goes from 40W to 42 cool to 42 neutral. But why isn't there like a 42W? Because I would say if there was a 42W and you wanted that closer match to your foundation shade, that would be it. But they do not have that. Dermablend, what's up? You know what this reminds me of? Like the first time I applied it, I was like, oh my god, Tarte Shape Tape, where have you been? It's really interesting because I think back at my evolution of makeup, how I was doing my makeup back in the day, and Tarte Shape Tape was it. Okay, it definitely was. It was like pew, full coverage, cement under your eyes, and this feels like it. Almost to a T. It is not bad if that is your shtick. However, if like me, you're more of that like medium coverage. By the way, that's more my shtick. Medium coverage, light coverage. That's my hydrating, glowy, luminous. Those are like keywords that work for me. So if like me, you're like that and you don't want like that full thing, you might, because it does pack a lot, you might want to like scrape a whole bunch. And because it dips, like I love the foot applicators like this, because it dips, it still has product in there. So like really one swipe and you're good. And it truly does cover your under eye and it does stay on really long. But again, the claim to hydrating, I don't agree. I'm sorry, I don't agree. So on, I set it all with your banana setting powder. I feel like when the Dermablend setting powder came out, I remember really hearing about it everywhere. It was always popping up somewhere. They have a couple of shades of this, but the thing is interesting because they have the Illuminating banana powder, and then if you go to their side, they have the loose setting powder in original, cool beige, warm saffron, and then there's the Illuminating banana powder. So I'm guessing this falls in another line than their setting powder, and I like their shade of banana. It reminds me of Fenty Beauty's Banana Pro Filter setting powder. This is basically the same shade, so if you're like the same skin tone as me, chef's kiss. this. I want to say that so far out of all the products, this is the one that I enjoyed the most. I really love how this applied. So, Meat Banana Powder Illuminating Loose Setting Powder. This weightless powder locks in makeup while instantly brightening complexion, formulated with a banana shade and pearl pigment to provide a warm, luminous sheen while instantly brightening your complexion. Suitable for all skin type. Developed with a yellow tone banana shade for a never flat, never ashy, naturally flawless look on all skin tone. So this powder, I really like it because it's like finely milled, and I recently have taken to setting my under eye with a puff. I just find that it's just like flawless. It's so beautiful. Also, I like that the sifter of this is not all over the place. I wish all sifters were like this. Really love this product. So this retails for $29. Love how it applied. My under eyes look really beautiful, and truly it is brightening. It doesn't feel dry or anything on the skin. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about the Lock and Last Water Resistant Setting Spray. This retails for $26. Dermablend brings you the skin hydrating long wear formula, locks in makeup for up to 24 hours. Achieve lasting makeup results with smudge transfer and water resistant wear, suitable for all skin types. You know what? We're coming down to the one that I enjoyed the least, and it was the first product that was sent to me, so I was just like, okay. And the thing is interesting about this, because I do not hate this product, but I don't love it either, and I don't grab for it as I would any of my setting sprays. And I'm still so very undecided about it, because like anytime I have tried it, I have not been impressed by it. It does transfer, and the thing is, just to be sure, I was wearing the Huda Beauty stick foundation. I have a review here if you're interested, and I set it with Urban Decay, had the mask out and about, minimal to no transfer whatsoever. Did the whole same shtick, but with this setting spray, and there was transfer, and I don't know what it is, that the gripping power upon application, I don't know if that is what that is, but even though it does dry down, it does feel like there's something on there. The one thing I will say I do like about it is the way it's sprayed. The mist on it is really nice, and I'm still so very undecided about this, so maybe down the line I will come back to it and tell you my final thoughts on this, but not impressed. And again, this thing with like hydrating, this does not feel hydrating. If I think of a hydrating setting spray, I think of, I don't know, Too Faced Hangover X, or the Fenty one, or even the Urban Decay one that does not claim to be like the original, that doesn't claim to be hydrating. I feel that that's hydrating compared to this. There's something about this that's a little bit off, but it's interesting because it kind of has the scent of the Urban Decay one. Have you tried any Dermablend products? I remember the ads back in the day where there was the Skull guy. I think he passed away, and I think he was Canadian. Sad. But he had like tattoos all over, and he put on like the Dermablend foundation, and it like covered up everything, and everybody was like, revolutionary. That's what I remember Dermablend from. I would definitely say this is a line more geared towards oily skin people. If like me you have dry skin, I highly recommend you go in with your hydrating serum, moisturizer, primer, setting spray, because although it claims to be hydrating, personally do not feel it is. Have you tried any of their stuff? Tell me in the comments. I would like to know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you think this could be interesting to someone, make sure you send it over to them. Sharing is caring, you know that. And this look, actually, I did it with a Carly Bible x Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. If you own that palette, you want to look, go check me out on Instagram at Elrosaddiction. Over there, I share pictures, tutorials, behind the scenes, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe to my channel. It will mean the world to me. Hello to the newcomers. I'm sorry I've been MIA. Yo, subscribe to my channel and I wasn't even here. And it means so much to me, so yay, welcome. There are a couple of videos that just popped up on the screen, so make sure you check them out if you haven't had enough of me yet. And until next time, I will see you next week. Bye.